Jeff Brown claims a new industry is emerging called manifested AI. He even claims you could potentially see gains of up to 250x if you invest now. In this video, I reveal the stock being pitched so you don't have to buy Jeff's newsletter. Plus, I'll analyze the stock and give you my opinion on it as well. Before we do anything, let's look at Brown's recent track record to see how good he is. He recommended Nvidia in September 2020, and you already know this stock has exploded since. He recommended Cognex at the same time, and this has not been a good investment. He recommended the Grayscale Ethereum Trust a year later, and this one has been a flop as well. In October 2023, Brown recommended AMD, and this stock has doubled since then. He pitched Micron in January 2025, which is a stock I like right now, and it's already doubled this year. Now let's look at the core claims of this presentation and try to figure out what manifested AI is. Manifested AI refers to artificial intelligence that has moved beyond digital screens, chatbots, image generators, into physical, real-world applications, primarily through autonomous robots. Brown argues this represents the next major evolution of AI technology. Brown presents extraordinarily bullish projections, claiming the market could surge from $18 billion to $25 trillion, a staggering 25,000% increase. He cites even more extreme forecasts from major institutions, including Morgan Stanley's 157,400% growth prediction and Citigroup's estimate of nearly 3 million % expansion in the manifested AI product market. According to these projections, such explosive growth could theoretically turn a $5,000 investment into as much as $1.2 million. For decades, robots and physical AI systems have been limited by what Brown calls the reality gap, the inability to operate effectively in unpredictable real-world environments. Traditional robots required meticulous pre-programming for every possible scenario, making them impractical outside controlled factory settings. Brown argues that Elon Musk has effectively solved this problem by developing vision-based neural networks, an AI brain with eyes capable of perceiving the world much like a human. This system performs real-time inference, allowing robots to see, interpret, and react to their environment without requiring extensive pre-programming. It also supports adaptive learning, enabling autonomous navigation and decision-making in constantly changing conditions. According to Brown, this breakthrough emerged from Tesla's self-driving program and is now being repurposed for humanoid robotics. Brown compares this AI breakthrough to Thomas Edison's introduction of electric lighting in 1882, arguing that electricity allowed factories to operate around the clock, unlocked unprecedented productivity, and helped spark America's first Gilded Age. In the same way, he claims that manifested AI and autonomous robots will enable continuous 24/7 operations across countless industries, igniting a new era of economic expansion. To reinforce the point, he presents a chart showing GDP per capita going parabolic after Edison's invention, and suggests a similar economic transformation could follow this new wave of AI-driven automation. Brown points to real-world examples to show how this shift is already unfolding. In warehouses, robots now work non-stop sorting packages and managing logistics autonomously. In agriculture, drones monitor crops with a level of precision no human can match, while in healthcare, medical robots are beginning to transform patient care. He highlights the commercial deployment of Agility Robotics' humanoid robot, Digit, the first of its kind to operate in real business environments, reportedly moving more than 10,000 orders for Spanx. The company has raised $400 million, a 50x increase from its earliest funding rounds, with backers including Schaffer, SoftBank, and Amazon. Brown also points to emerging consumer applications, such as general-purpose home robots that could handle cleaning, lawn care, and even hosting tasks, which he claims will save households substantial time and money. Here's the clues Brown leaves for the stock. This company's stock is around $50, and Vision Sensor Specialist, 168 times smaller than Nvidia, which he argues leaves enormous room for growth. This firm provides the eyesight that enables robots and autonomous systems to perceive their environment, supplying advanced imaging sensors used across the automotive and robotics industries. Its partners reportedly include Tesla, Volkswagen, Hyundai, NIO, and numerous other major manufacturers. Brown emphasizes that without this company's proprietary vision systems, robots would be effectively blind, noting that its technology powers Tesla's self-driving capabilities and has been trusted across billions of autonomous miles. He highlights the company's latest breakthrough, sensors that see 4 times farther than competitors, as evidence of its technological edge. Despite these claims, Brown says only 2 Wall Street analysts, from Goldman Sachs and Citibank, currently rated a strong buy, arguing the broader market is overlooking it just as many overlooked Tesla in 2018. To underscore his confidence, he even claims to have driven his Cybertruck blindfolded on the I-95 using this company's vision tech, insisting he literally bet my life on it. I'm going to reveal the stock in 15 seconds, but before I do that, I want to remind you to sign up for my free report on the top 10 stocks to buy and hold forever. This report comes with no gimmicks, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just solid long-term investments you can actually feel confident owning. Click the link in the description to get your copy right now. The stock being pitched here is On Semiconductor, ticker ON. Here's what to know about this stock. On Semiconductor is a global leader in intelligent power and sensing technologies, positioned at the center of major secular trends such as electric vehicles, industrial automation, and sustainable energy systems. Led by CEO Hussein El-Khoury and headquartered in Scottsdale, Arizona, the company has secured powerful competitive advantages, ranked as the world's #2 power semiconductor supplier and the #1 provider of automotive image sensors. Its Power Solutions Group delivers advanced power switching, conversion, protection, and regulation components that improve energy efficiency across countless applications. The Analog and Mixed Signal Group supports intelligent system design through high-performance analog, mixed signal, and sensor interface devices. Meanwhile, the Intelligent Sensing Group offers industry-leading CMOS image sensors that play a critical role in next-generation automotive safety and autonomy. Together, these segments create a diversified, strategically aligned portfolio that positions onsemi to benefit from long-term growth across multiple high-demand technology markets. onsemi's financial performance has been pressured by a broad semiconductor downturn, with revenue falling 26% from its 2022 peak as automotive demand softened and pricing normalized. Q3 2025 revenue declined 12% year-over-year, though sequential improvement suggests the market may be stabilizing. The revenue trajectory reflects this cyclical reset, from a high of $8.33 billion in 2022 to $6.19 billion on a trailing 12-month basis. Profitability has followed the same trend, with gross margins compressing from 49% in 2022 to roughly 36% today, and net income dropping from $2.18 billion in 2023 to about $319 million TTM. Much of this pressure stems from an unfavorable product mix and the reverse operating leverage typical during industry downturns. Despite these challenges, onsemi maintains a fortress balance sheet, holding $2.7 billion in cash with minimal debt, giving it meaningful flexibility to invest aggressively through the cycle while continuing shareholder returns. As management emphasizes, this financial strength remains one of the company's core strategic advantages. onsemi is strategically positioned across several high-growth technology markets, giving it multiple catalysts as the semiconductor cycle recovers. Its leadership in silicon carbide technology is a major competitive advantage, as SiC plays a critical role in improving EV powertrain efficiency and extending driving range. The company's next-generation platforms deliver up to 3 times higher power density, making onsemi an essential supplier to electric vehicle manufacturers. In automotive, it remains the world's #1 provider of image sensors, with expanding design wins across major OEMs as ADAS and autonomous driving systems increase the amount of semiconductor content per vehicle. The company is also benefiting from the rapid expansion of AI infrastructure, with data center power management revenue doubling as hyperscalers demand highly efficient power delivery for AI workloads, a market characterized by high barriers to entry and long qualification cycles. Beyond automotive and cloud, onsemi maintains strong positions in industrial motor drives, renewable energy inverters, and factory automation, all supported by long-term electrification and automation trends that are less sensitive to consumer demand swings. With several secular growth vectors converging, EV adoption, industrial automation, and AI data center expansion, the company is well placed for a powerful earnings rebound once the broader semiconductor downturn begins to reverse, potentially as early as 2026. While onsemi is positioned for long-term structural growth, investors must weigh several meaningful risks. The company remains highly exposed to semiconductor demand cycles and fluctuations in automotive production, making near-term results sensitive to broader macro trends. Its growth thesis also depends heavily on the pace of EV adoption. Any slowdown in electric vehicle penetration could temper demand for silicon carbide power devices, a core driver of future revenue. Margin pressure remains a concern as recent compression challenges the timeline for profitability recovery, especially if unfavorable product mix persists. Competitive intensity is also elevated, with Infineon, STMicroelectronics, and Texas Instruments investing aggressively in SiC and power management solutions. Finally, onsemi's sizable automotive exposure, roughly 60% of revenue, creates a concentration risk that ties performance closely to a single end market. Balancing these risks against the company's strong strategic positioning is essential for assessing its long-term investment outlook. So, what do I think about this stock? First off, I want to recognize that Jeff Brown is an actual chip expert. He was an executive at major chip companies like Qualcomm and NXP Semiconductors, so he genuinely understands semiconductors and the industry. He's someone who recommended NVIDIA 10 years ago, and he recommended Micron this year, which has been a fantastic stock. So if you wanted to follow his chip advice, I wouldn't stop you. However, this isn't the first time I've covered this stock. and I didn't recommend it before. My instincts have been right so far, and the stock is down on the year. The main issue with ON Semiconductor is its growth and margins, which go hand in hand. Year over year, the company is bringing in less profit. The only way this would be a good stock is if you're looking at it as a beaten down turnaround story. The majority of ON Semiconductor's sales come from automotive, and the stock peaked when EV demand was at its highest. EVs are still growing, but their growth has slowed in America. Since Americans tend to commute and drive more than other countries, the charging times still push a lot of people toward gas cars. So whether you invest in this company depends on how long you're willing to wait for EVs to pick back up in America. I personally don't see humanoid robots being a big seller in the near future, and the stock previously peaked when EV demand was high. I'm willing to pass on this stock for now, but I think it deserves a spot on a watch list. If EVs become hot in America again, this is definitely a stock to buy. Before you go, don't forget to grab my free report. The 10 stocks I believe you can buy today and hold forever. It's packed with solid long-term picks you won't hear hyped up anywhere else. Just click the link in the description, enter your email, and I'll send it straight to you.